Good morning, everyone. It's me, and I'm back. It's your girl, Shay Johnson, here with another Speak Up and Speak Out live. You are now watching the live takeover with Shay Johnson. Let's see here. Today should be really good. Whoa, don't want that. But today should be really good. The topic is actually mental health. We've tapped on, meaning USA Fibroid Centers, we've tapped on mental health, but I think we should go more in depth into it. I am not a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I am not a specialist when it comes to mental health, but I do know I've had my own transitions, and a major transition that happened during my mental health was when I had fibroids. So today, I'll talk to you a little bit about what I went through dealing with mental health and fibroids. And I've actually talked to a couple people, a couple specialists who specialize in mental health, who will go live with me because, of course, I do these pop-up moments, the speak up and speak up. Speak up and speak out. Live takeovers with Shay. So we'll have a couple professionals come in to kind of enlighten you and give you more information on the importance of mental health and how to control that. Now, with my mental health, when it came to fibroids, I will admit I literally went into a state of depression. I pulled back from family. I pulled back from friends. I was very much so a loner. I was embarrassed. And this was all because I was dealing with fibroids. I didn't understand fibroids. I never had it before. I never knew anybody that had it. I wasn't even aware that 80% of all women will have some type of case of fibroids. It was just I was uneducated. And because I was uneducated, it's like I fell into this depression that I didn't want to talk about. Once I was surrounded around love and I opened up, I was speaking up and speaking out, I noticed there were so many different women going through what I went through. And they were also enclosed and separated themselves from family and friends, decided not to date. And it just caused a lot of backlash in my life. I didn't want to open up behind it because the symptoms behind fibroids to me at that time was very embarrassing to deal with. Now, let's go over really quick what fibroids are. Fibroids are benign tumors that grow on your uterus. I had 4. How many you have depends on your body. How big they are depends on your body. But doctors have no idea why 80% of all women in the world, no matter what culture you come from, will have a case of fibroids. They won't all be to the extent that I had them, because I had a very bad case. My fibroids were very aggressive. One was growing very rapidly, was the size of a little bean, and it became the size of about almost 2 sizes of a grapefruit. Pressing against my bladder. Some of the symptoms was extended menstrual cycles from 7 days to 20 days, back pain, pelvic pain, constant urination. I went like 2-3 times an hour. So this is why I became depressed. This is why I didn't go out in public and I just cut everybody off, which that is not the way to go. You do not have to suffer in silence. So this is why I'm an ambassador for USA Fibroid Centers, and I find different topics to speak on when it comes to fibroids. And of course, today's topic is mental health. I would say it was about 11:30 today. I'll go live with my first guest. After 11:30, I have another guest coming on around 2:30, another one at 5:30, and they're all influential. This will be great informative information for you because I know there's a lot of women suffering in silence, and you do not have to. I am one person that understands your situation because I've been there. I've been through it. I was embarrassed just like you, but there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And we have USA Fibroid Centers located all around the U.S., and they're very highly educated when it comes to fibroids. They know everything that's up to date right now, and they actually have procedures to remove your fibroids, UFE. And we'll get a lot into that. But again, the topic today is mental health. How I was able to kind of conquer my mental health. I had to open up. I was around people that also had fibroids. There was a lot of information that I was informed about after I had my myomectomy. Yes, I had a myomectomy. I was unaware of my symptoms, so I had two options of myomectomy and hysterectomy. I chose the myomectomy, which till this day I regret. You do have symptoms. I have symptoms after my myomectomy, and there were things that the doctor didn't tell me about. UFE was not an option for me. It could have been if they mentioned it, but they did not mention it. So that was also a part of my mental health process, my depression process. Like, after my surgery, it was all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I wish I didn't have the surgery. I had another option for UFE. Why didn't I go with that option? And the depression came in because one of the options, which was the myomectomy I chose, prevented me from conceiving a child vaginally. And certain things triggers you and bothers you. And it just depends on what your situation is and what you're going through. But I never conceived a child. So that bothered me. That was a trigger for me, that I couldn't conceive a child vaginally. I would have to have a cesarean because of my myomectomy. So I want to possibly get you to open up about fibroids, allow you to know that it's okay. And hopefully when I speak to the different professionals that I have coming on today to speak on mental health, this will sort of help you through your fibroid process, okay? So keep it locked, all right? It's the Speak Up and Speak Out with your girl Shay Johnson live takeover, and I will be back at around 11:30. Make sure you stay tuned because my lives are always informative, all right? Gotcha. It's your girl signing off. Peace.